Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Susan. Welcome to my channel. Hey, it's kind of cold here in northern Minnesota today. And it just so happens we were out to lunch the other day and the restaurant was serving beer cheese soup. And it was so good. I told Will that I'm going to go home and try to find a recipe for it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I will apologize for the noise of this little hot plate type thing. But to get to my oven, it's kind of cramped. So we're going to do this on the island. Right now, I have 4 slices of bacon I cut into little pieces, and I'm cooking it till it's crisp. Because this is going to go in the beer cheese soup and as a garnish on top. Takes a few minutes. We'll get it done here. You know, it's the middle of November already. It's hard to believe that soon it's going to be Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. A whole new year coming up. Something to think about, isn't it? Well, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I just find if I make them, I break them, so why break anything? So we're getting this cooked pretty good. I want it a little crispier than it is right now. And I've got everything laid out here. Now this is a recipe I pulled off the internet, so I've never made it before, but it surely looked good. And it's from a lady called Salt and Lavender. But I will post this in the description box, so you'll be able to get it, and I'll put it on my blog so that you'll have it too. You can get it either way. Oh, that was looking good. Now we're going to scoop that out of there and kind of drain the bacon. I'm going to turn this down just a tad. Smoke up the kitchen. I need to be a little taller. Get all that goodness out of there. Ooh, look at that. Crispy bacon. Nothing better than that. I'm going to have a little help here. You see if I can get a fork to help me get that out of there. Let's see what we can do here. Well, that's not much better. Maybe I just need a spoon. Well, we're coming here. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, now I am going to need a spoon to get that out of there. You ever have problems in the kitchen? I'm sure you must. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm leaving all this bacon grease in there because that's what the recipe says to do. So that's what we're going to do. Now, it says on this to add the onion. I have half of a medium onion. I'll turn this down. So we're going to put that in there. I'm going to cook it. And I also have, the recipe calls for 2 sticks of celery. I wasn't sure what she meant about that. But what I did was a stalk of celery and I diced it. So we're going to throw that in there. We're going to have to cook these for a few minutes until they're nice and soft. Go back out of the way. And we're going to get these going. Cooking in that bacon grease until they're nice and soft. This is going to take probably 3 or 4 minutes. So we can come back when it's soft, and we'll add something else to it. This is going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. But it's coming along nicely. Get it all down in there in that bacon grease. Boy, there's a lot of flavor there. Okay. Okay, we've got our onions and our celery softened now. Now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of butter. Just going to plop that right in there. And I have 3 cloves of garlic minced here. So we're going to dump that in there. It says 2 to 3 cloves. We like garlic, so I've opted for 3. Now we're going to get this stirred around here and get this butter melted. Okay, let's get this butter melted. We got the garlic going. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Want all this butter melted because we're going to have to, I think we're going to make a sauce here, or at least a roux. Get it going here. Let's see what she says. Okay, we've added the butter and the garlic. Once the butter melts, stir in 6 tablespoons of flour. So we are going to thicken it here. Get all that butter melted. Okay. All right, now we're going to put in 6 tablespoons of flour. And shake that right in there. Now we're going to stir it, and it's going to make a roux. You want to stir this for about 2 or 3 minutes. You don't want the raw flour flavor in it. So let's stir it here. Get that flour cooked out of there.
Looks like it's going your way.
Yep. Now we're going to add what? Oh, 2½ cups of chicken broth. I have that right here. Now I buy the unsalted chicken broth. I don't like extra salt in my stuff, so I just buy the unsalted. I think I couldn't find that around here in northern Minnesota. I ordered it off Amazon, believe it or not. Okay, there's 2 cups. And we need ½ cup. Okay, so we've got 2½ cups of chicken stock we've added. We're going to stir this around. We're going to bring this to a boil and we're going to thicken this. Get all those chunks of roux. I think I'm going to turn that up just a tad. I hope you can hear me over this noise. Like I said, I do apologize, but it is noisy. Okay, we're going to bring this to a boil. Okay, it's starting to thicken nicely. We're going to just let it thicken just a tad more, and then we're going to add some other stuff to it. Oh, and it smells so good. Okay. Now, it's thickened pretty much. It says here we're going to add the beer. We've got a 12-ounce bottle of beer. Can't have beer cheese soup without the beer. This happens to be a Modelo that we had in the refrigerator. So we're going to add the beer to the soup. And we've got a half a cup of heavy whipping cream that we're going to add. We're just coming right along here. I'm going to stir this a little. Okay.
Is that process? Does that get a lot of the alcohol out of the beer?
Yeah, it'll cook out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cook this out, and that way you won't be drunk at lunch. Okay, so we need to add Worcestershire sauce. And according to this, we need a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, which isn't a whole lot. Okay, teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And she says to add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Okay, got a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And a pinch of cayenne. So we're gonna do a little pinch of cayenne here. There, that's pretty much a pinch of cayenne. And we're gonna, what else? Oh, half of the cooked bacon. Okay, we're gonna put part of the cooked bacon back in there. So there's half the cooked bacon back in there, and we'll save the rest for garnish. So let's stir this up and get it mixed. Boy, does this smell good. Now cayenne's going to give it just a tad heat, and that's fine with me. You know, if you don't like cayenne, don't put it in. But I think in all this, a pinch of cayenne is not going to freak out anybody. Okay, now it says we want to bring this to a simmer. All right, so we'll bring it to a simmer. Here we come. And it says to let it simmer. Let's find out what the recipe says. Oh, let it simmer uncovered for 15 to 20 minutes. So, like I always say, I don't have to talk for 20 minutes, but we will be back in 20 minutes.